I recently answered an Ask Reddit question that reminded me of this fuck-up from a few years back. First job I had during law school was an internship with district attorney's office, and my mentor was a real by-the-books bulldog attorney. A really talented lady and a total ball-buster. So one of my first jobs is doing the informations, where basically I have to inform the criminal defendants of the charges against them. So they bring all the defendants from jail to the courtroom, and I read the charges against them. My mentor had trained me to read everything and the information completely and in its entirety. So the defendants are sitting on the bench, orange jumpsuits, handcuffs, all together, and I read the first guy's stuff. Burglary, conspiracy, blah blah blah. Second guy. Petty theft, receiving stolen property, blah blah blah. Then I get to the third guy. Your Honor, may it please the court. This is the case of the Commonwealth of Wankistan versus Mr. Hickey Redneck. The charges against him are a violation of the Crimes Code, Title 42, Section 6, subsection, Section A2. Like I said, my mentor wanted me to read everything. My eyes scan along and then I stop. I look up at the judge, who gives me a smile because I'm a greenhorn attorney trying not to pee my pants. I look over to my mentor, who gives me the keep going signal. And then I look at the defendant, who is wide-eyed with a look of sheer horror on his face. So I hesitantly continue. Incest, a felony in the third degree, specifically in that the defendant did have knowing sexual intercourse with a blood relative, his sister, an individual who suffers from mental retardation. I then go on to describe even more specific acts mentioned in the criminal complaint. I finally look up. The judge's jaw hung 6 inches off the floor. My mentor is looking at me with a mix shock and humor, and I'll never forget the look of the defendant's face. A look of pure shame, and the other prisoners were just staring daggers at him. I was supposed to do things by the books, but after the hearings were over, my mentor pulled me aside and told me that I probably should have just read the statute he violated and not the actual crime. She said that his time in prison was going to be not very pleasant after that. Whoopsie.